Woohoo! Welcome back to Dorhen Studio. Get ready to level up your knowledge. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious origin stories in modern history. The creation of Bitcoin, and the elusive mind behind it, Satoshi Nakamoto. A name that echoes through finance, technology, and global culture, yet belongs to someone the world has never seen. And although Satoshi's identity remains hidden, their purpose, their vision, and their impact are louder than ever. Now listen carefully. The story begins long before Bitcoin was born. To understand Satoshi's mission, we need to step into the world that shaped this anonymous genius. We don't know who Satoshi was as a child, their nationality, their age, their face, but we do know the world they grew up in, a world moving fast toward digital life, yet still chained by financial systems built decades, even centuries, earlier. A world where people increasingly lived online, but money didn't. A world where the internet connected everyone, except when it came to their finances. Imagine being a young programmer, constantly seeing how centralized systems could fail. Banks shutting down accounts. Governments printing money endlessly. People losing savings because someone else made a mistake. Think about that. Everywhere Satoshi looked, the same pattern appeared. Trust was always required, and often betrayed. And then came the turning point. The 2008 global financial crisis. A moment so disastrous, so shocking, that it shook the world to its core. Families lost homes. People lost jobs. Entire economies collapsed. Banks were rescued, but the people were not. This was the moment, the spark, when Satoshi decided enough was enough. Pause. This wasn't just a crisis. It was proof. Proof that the financial system was broken. Proof that the world needed something different. Something better. And in that moment of chaos, pain, and uncertainty, Satoshi began building quietly in the shadows. Using decades of cryptographic research. Using computer science breakthroughs. Using an obsession with solving one problem after another. Satoshi created what experts once believed was impossible, a form of digital money that required zero trust. No central bank, no CEO, no government, no single point of failure. But this wasn't just technology. This was a philosophy, a belief, a rebellion. Satoshi wasn't trying to get rich. They weren't trying to get famous. They disappeared before any fame even started. What they created wasn't just a currency, it was a declaration of independence for billions of people. Pause. Think about that. Bitcoin wasn't invented to make millionaires. It was invented to give ordinary people power. To protect them from inflation. To give them control over their own money. To make financial freedom borderless. To fix a system that had failed too many times. But Satoshi's journey wasn't easy. Before Bitcoin succeeded, it almost failed countless times. Early developers didn't believe it would work. Critics called it a scam. Forums mocked the idea of a decentralized currency. And for months, almost nobody used it. Mining Bitcoin was like shouting into the void, with no promise anyone would ever listen. Yet Satoshi persisted. Step by step. Block by block. Line of code after line of code. This is where we see their mindset, a masterclass in patience, focus, and long-term thinking. Satoshi didn't chase approval. They didn't chase speed. They didn't chase attention. They chased precision. They chased truth. They chased solutions. Their mental model was simple but powerful. If the system is broken, build a new one instead of begging the old one to change. That principle becomes even clearer when Satoshi wrote the Bitcoin white paper, just 9 pages long, yet powerful enough to ignite a financial revolution. 9 pages that changed the world. And when the first Bitcoin block was mined, Satoshi left a message inside it. A message that revealed everything about their purpose. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. Not a quote. Not random text. A warning. A symbol. A reminder of why Bitcoin needed to exist. Pause. Satoshi's struggle wasn't external, it was internal. They wrestled with humanity's biggest questions. How do we create fairness without central authority? How do we build trust in a world where trust keeps breaking? How do we make money that belongs to the people? Those questions pushed Satoshi forward even when nobody believed in the project. Even when Bitcoin was worth nothing. Even when critics said it could never scale. Even when governments dismissed it as a toy for nerds. But Satoshi understood something they didn't. Revolutions start small. They start quietly. They start with an idea so powerful, the world eventually has no choice but to pay attention. Today, Bitcoin is held by countries, banks, hedge funds, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, creators, and everyday people around the world. It's no longer an experiment, it's a global force. A new asset class. A new ideology. Pause. Now think about this. The creator of $1 trillion idea walked away. They never cashed out. Never took credit. Never took the stage. Because Satoshi understood, a leader who wants no power can be trusted more than the ones who crave it. That is Satoshi's legacy. Not Bitcoin. Not blockchain. But the lesson that systems can be rebuilt. If someone has the courage to try. So what can you learn from Satoshi Nakamoto? First, build even when no one believes in your idea. Second, focus on solving real problems. That's where true impact begins. Third, don't wait for permission to create something the world needs. Fourth, stay humble. Let your work speak louder than your ego. And finally, pause. Listen carefully. One person, even in total anonymity, can change the entire world. Apply this to your life, your business, your dreams. If Satoshi can reshape global finance from behind a keyboard, imagine what you can do with the tools you have today. Don't underestimate your potential. Don't let fear stop your ideas. Don't let doubt kill your innovation. Because the future isn't created by people who wait. It's created by people who build. Woohoo! Thank you for watching Dorhen Studio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to Dorhen Studio. Are you ready to expand your horizons? Today, we're uncovering a captivating story. This is about Bitcoin and its mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. A name that resonates in finance and tech, yet remains unseen. The journey starts long before Bitcoin existed. To understand Satoshi, we must explore the world they lived in. We don't know personal details about Satoshi, but we do know the environment around them. Imagine a rapidly digitalizing world, bound by outdated financial systems. A world where the internet connected millions, but money remained isolated. Picture yourself as a young programmer witnessing the failures of centralized systems. Banks freezing accounts. Governments inflating currencies. People losing savings due to others' mistakes. Trust was fragile everywhere. Then came 2008, a year that changed everything. The global financial crisis shook the world. Families lost homes. Jobs vanished. Economies crumbled. Banks were saved, but individuals were not. This moment was a catalyst for Satoshi. It highlighted a broken financial system. It ignited a vision for something better. In the aftermath, Satoshi began building Bitcoin in the shadows. Utilizing years of cryptographic research and computer science breakthroughs, Satoshi developed a radical form of digital money. This model required zero trust. No central authority, no hierarchy, no failures. But Bitcoin isn't just technology. It embodies a philosophy. A call for independence. Satoshi's intention wasn't wealth or fame. They vanished before gaining recognition. Bitcoin was created to empower ordinary people. To shield them from inflation. To offer control over their finances. To ensure financial freedom was attainable for all. However, Satoshi faced many obstacles. Others doubted the currency's potential. Critics dismissed it as a scam. Initially, it had few users. Mining Bitcoin felt like shouting into the void. Despite the skepticism, Satoshi pressed on. Block by block, line by line, they maintained their focus. Their perspective was a lesson in patience and perseverance. Satoshi didn't chase after validation. Instead, they pursued precision, truth, and solutions. Their core principle was simple: if the system is broken, build a new one. This principle was crystallized in the Bitcoin white paper, a brief yet powerful document igniting a financial revolution. The first Bitcoin block contained a significant message: Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This was more than words. It was a warning, a symbol of why Bitcoin needed to exist. Satoshi wrestled with profound questions. How can we achieve fairness without central authority? How can we foster trust in a broken world? How can money serve the people? These questions propelled Satoshi forward, even amidst disbelief. Even when Bitcoin's value dipped. Even when critics mocked it. Yet Satoshi recognized something vital: revolutions start small, quietly, with powerful ideas that demand attention. Today, Bitcoin thrives globally. It's embraced by countries, banks, and everyday individuals. It's transformed from a mere experiment into a new asset class. Consider this: the creator of a trillion-dollar idea chose anonymity. They never sought wealth or fame. They understood better than many: a leader who desires no power can be trusted more. That's Satoshi's true legacy, not Bitcoin or blockchain, but a lesson on rebuilding systems. Now, what can you take away from Satoshi's journey? Build, even when skepticism surrounds you. Focus on solving genuine problems. This is where real impact lies. Create without waiting for permission. Stay humble. Let your work shine brighter than your ego. Finally, remember, even anonymous contributions can change the world. What can you accomplish with your resources today? Don't underestimate your potential. Don't allow fear to stifle your creativity. The future isn't forged by those who wait. It's shaped by builders. Thank you for joining us at Doorhen Studio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.